What are you talking
No, not that. The text is the further. No, you can't read it. Take off that. It's fine. Yes. By chance, the other day. मिलना तो ठीक कार्यक्रम लोग क्यों कंप्लीट लेने वाला होगा आंसर पेज प्लान पर PhD करेंगे
भाई जीएसटी कितना बोरिंग है सच में
हाँ जीएसटी नॉर्मली बोरिंग सब्जेक्ट है अगर उसको सब्जेक्ट के हिसाब से पढ़ना है मैं कुछ कंप्लेंट कर रहा हूँ वो
तुझे इसे लगाना है
आप बोल बॉस
क्या हुआ Can anyone tell me full form? Okay. So most important organization is UNESCO. So it was formed on the basis of the discussion which was held in London, November 1945. So London Conference. As per the discussions held in the conference, London 1945, this organization must be formed. What was that aim? There is for education, scientific and cultural organization. First required. What is that? When it was formed, this was the discussion, and when it was formed, tell me.
4 November 1946.
1946, November 4th. Okay. That was the birthday. That means 4th November is considered as the birthday of US. Now, what are the functions of this organization? See, this organization's functions can be split up. What are its educational functions? What are its cultural functions? What are the scientific functions? Like that, 3 parts we can group it. First, let us take what are the functions in the field of education. So, the largest share is for education. Okay? The UNESCO's major role is in the field of education. What is that? Removal of illiteracy by encouragement of adult education. You have to keep very carefully. One is removal of illiteracy by including adult education. What is the meaning of it? See, so many people who lost the chance to get educated in their childhood, when an adult, they should be given a chance to get educated. Because eradication of illiteracy can be done with education. So that when they become an adult, if it is getting, then also they are able to read, write, and calculate. This is what the basic thing. What is that? Read, write, and so that is very essential for a person to survive in the society. So that is why adult education. Then another thing, there are so many people who are not getting the chance to go to school when they are adult. So for them, distance education. So adult education, next is distance education. So then third is open schooling. Three things are there. What is that? Adult education, distance education, and open schooling. So we know that illiteracy is a major challenge. Long back, I have read an article that a mother, by mistake, gave I think, coconut oil to a child, thinking that or mistaking that it was the medicine. So infant that one. So that you burned that one and afterwards that infant child died. So because of that, why that happened? She mistaken it as medicine. The child was having fever, mistaken it as medicine and given. So if that parent was, that mother was having some literacy, she would have gone through whether it is medicine or whether it is something else. So what is that? The priority to be given to eradicate illiteracy. Next is that emphasis on education on women and girls. We know that many, as well as India is concerned, there is a huge difference between that girls' education and that boys. So, or male and female. Huge gap. Percentage of females to the males, if you are taking, males are more educated. Because of the social customs, earlier they considered only that boys should be educated. So this to be removed and girls and females to be given chances of education. Next one is that financial assistance for the education of disabled children. Nowadays, disability is not considered that separately. The disabled children are also allowed to study along with the ordinary children. When examinations are there, that time also they are getting some special privileges so that they are at par with others. So that is what they are gradually become the part and parcel of the mainstream. So that is what disabled children also should be given chance of education. Next, provision of grants and fellowship to teachers and scholars, organization of library system, and promotion of international understanding through education. So, for teachers, chances of promotion and getting more knowledge, or giving chances to acquire more knowledge. Next, along with that, library system for getting or increasing that knowledge. Third is that international understanding through education. how international understanding the exchange of students, teachers, and all between the countries. Next, organization of book fairs and festivals at international and national levels. Here is an example. Development of library system is an important component of continuing education. Okay, so the education is not limited by completing one level. Earlier, see, fourth standard, that is learning up to fourth standard, considered as one of the important levels. And eighth standard completed means they are eligible to become a teacher. Earlier. Now, the basic qualification is limited to 12th standard. Only when you have completed 12th standard, you can apply for a job. So that way, the standard of education has increased so that people will be eligible to participate in international exchanges, international level communication. Okay. It helps, Delhi Public Library established in 1951 with the financial assistance from UNESCO has developed into a big metropolitan public library system. See, many people are not able to pursue their higher studies due to the lack of money. They need to get books for references and all. So public library system is a benefit for that. There are so many children. They used to go to the library and spend the whole time in reading, learning and all. So in order to pursue their studies, library is a good place to enhance the knowledge. So UNESCO's education development library system is one important component. Next, encouragement of science education by providing regional training centers. Why science is given priority? We know that many of the societies believed in that kind of, what is that, false knowledges. So we know that the solar eclipse, the lunar eclipse and all, it is having scientific theory. Earlier times, the people used to believe something else. That is, the snake is swallowing another snake, like that, something like that, kind of superstitions. So that superstitious beliefs to be eradicated through the learning of science. That is why UNESCO provide encouragement of scientific learning of science. Next, promotion of education as an instrument for international understanding. So instead of limiting our education within that country or within that state, will not help to understand about the world. See, if I want to study more, that means foreign countries, I want to do my higher studies. If I am learning only to the local the culture and local development, that will not help me. Nowadays, there are so many options open to the students. While they are doing their this thing 10th standard itself, they are thinking about what I will do in my future, how I will choose my career. So they go on this thing searching, and they will find out what is my destination and where I will pursue my studies. Earlier, there was no such options, and we were not aware about what all things are available. We used to know only about the science branch, arts branch, or commerce branch, or going to engineering or medicine. This was the limit. But nowadays, children search and all, what all are the advantages of taking up this career, what all things to be done for getting entry into this career. So like that, the students get an opportunity. I'm hearing about so many things from the present day younger generation only. Earlier, I used to get, oh, you choose this after your 10th standard. This will give you that prospects. So they start telling me, this is good, this way options are open. So this kind of knowledge we get through this particular organization. It is an organization founded to develop the educational standards and the careers of the people. Okay. Now let's move to the scientific activity. So education we have seen. Now second is scientific. The scientific activities undertaken by UNESCO are, it organizes seminars and conferences of scientists from various countries and circulate information through journals, press, and exhibitions. So they organize conferences, international conferences. After that conference, they publish circulars and pass the information through journals, press, and exhibition. So they did not limit their knowledge within them or among them. They publish and circulate this knowledge. See, many new areas they are studying. They want to spread it to others. They themselves open the channels so that interested people can read it, know it, and learn it. So this is what the platform to develop the scientific knowledge. Next is that Courier is the official monthly magazine of UNESCO. Underline that. What is the official magazine of UNESCO? Monthly magazine. Okay. Its Hindi and Tamil editions are available in India. This Courier magazine, which translations are available in India? Hindi and Tamil translations. Next, it promotes basic research in field of geology, mathematics, physics, and oceanography. So, which all fields research is done? Geology, mathematics, physics, and oceanography. So, it offered unlimited that is knowledge or realms of knowledge. Earlier, oceanography, this branch of study was not there. So, in the oceans, what all things are there? The life, the conditions of the life, that what helps in that growth and survival of that. Earlier, we know that some fishes are there, some other organisms are there, some plant varieties are there. But this oceanography gives us vast knowledge about how and why these oceans provide life. And the conditions which exist in one part and the other part. We know all the ocean water are same. B, that means generally. But everywhere the content, the quantity, the salinity, the thickness, the thinness, all these things are different. The warmness of the water, the coolness of the water, all these things are different. And how these life forms are varied. So all these studies are done through oceanography. Next important development is that as a result, it finances engineering and technology schemes in a number of developing countries. Engineering and what is that? Technology. Exchange of technology. What is that? A country's technology is different from other countries' technology. The technology that suits to country is developed within that. But exchange of this technology help to understand what modern science are. That is how this scientific knowledge helps us to flourish. People have reached to different domains and now trying to establish their life in some other planets. They have gone, came back, but now they are trying to find whether life can be possible to survive. Means going and coming in the spacecraft or like that, it's okay. They are making that kind of arrangements. But how long they can stay in such planets? So this all technology and this all scientific knowledge is now exchanged. Next, another thing is that it helps in correcting the imbalance in scientific and technological manpower that exists. Because 90% of trained manpower is concentrated in industrialized countries. So, we know that skilled and unskilled people. Skilled in that field and unskilled in any field. So majority of the skilled personnel can be seen in developed countries, industrialized countries. So unskilled people are there. Those we cannot say 100% unskilled. They are skilled in certain fields. You can find cobblers, you can find some other, those who are repairing umbrellas or like that. So they are skilled in that field. We cannot do that way. You have seen that those people who are doing ironing work. Istri karne wala, istri wala. So if that clothes are given to them, they will make it very nicely ironed and then give it to go. When we try that full 3 hours or 4 hours for ironing on the dress, it will not come to that much perfection. Why? We are also ironing. We are also ironing. So the skill, they are having the skill in doing. So, but here we are talking about the technical skills. You will be good in operating the computers or like that. They may not be having that skill. So that is what we are talking about, the scientific knowledge and skill. Get it? So it encourages the study of social sciences in order to focus attention on combating all forms of discrimination, improving the standards of women, and helping the youth in solving their problems. See, social sciences. It is a science which deals with the human beings. Human beings are not always same. Within no moment, the behavior, the attitudes, and all changes. So there is a need to study about the human behavior, human activities. Sometimes some people behave in a different way. Very recently, one incident happened in Kerala. One criminal was caught by the police and brought to the hospital for giving first aid.
Oh, yeah, and then he killed the doctor.
Yeah.
Killed the female doctor. Like the female student.
No.
It was a doctor.
But she was given that charge of night duty, which she is not a student. No? Night duty के लिए student को charge नहीं देगा. She is an RMO. Night duty दिया. So that also nothing wrong. That also the equipments which were used for first aid, so they were all given with that.
No reason.
Nobody knows the reason. Immediately he turned violent and started attacking the dog. Everyone was even the police. But my question is that why the police caught this person without this one? That when a person is arrested, you should have.
If it's violent person, you know that it's criminal.
Yes. Without that handcuffs, he was given that free hand, that is free.
And he was kept free hand without any police protection.
So, why I told this example? In order to understand the human behavior, keep on changing.
Fluctuates.
Within our movement, there is any person can be violent, what it will do, we don't know. So that is why social sciences are kept as a branch of study, and it helps us to study about how people can survive in the modern society without discrimination, without having any kind of problem, social evils practiced by the people, and improvement in the status of women. So these all are the important activities done by UNESCO in the scientific field. Now what is the next field? The cultural field. So communication and culture are included. Good morning. No. Communication. You just read the communication part. Read aloud so that I can explain. UNESCO develops communication for dissemination of information. It set up the regional network strength definition and leads with both hardware and software aspects of it improves the quality of the rest of them and the video services. It assists development countries to develop communication. It upholds the freedom of the press and independence of the media. See, communication system help in communicating that things. So we know that there are various means of communication. What is that communication? Personal communication is the what we are using for personal communication.
Mobile phone.
Mobile or that landphone or whatever. That is personally communicating. At the same time, we that is mobile. Say what all voice mails are what is it? WhatsApp is there. We are talk. That is what communication. And we know that satellite communication is used for this purpose. Isn't it? Now, another thing is that computers are also used for communication. What is that? Email. So, and many other ways, you are getting the knowledge from that. If you are not knowing immediately what you are doing, Google search. So this kind of things also give us. So in that, the two devices are there, hardware and software. What is hardware?
CPU nodes.
That means that a system that which involves in giving you that answer. But software is the technology which we are using. Which technology is using? We know that inside so many technologies you are using. So this kind of communication system, the development of that communication system also helped through the communication means under the auspices of UNESCO. Then improves the quality of press, films and video services. The newspaper have undergone an ocean of change. Earlier type of newspaper system to modern day. What the change is now, present day we are not depending on that newspaper. Why we are not depending? You are getting that live news.
The same information but live.
But you are getting that newspaper next day, and the next day you are getting what happened yesterday. Isn't it? But when you are having that mobile or TV and all, you are getting to know that what happened that time. Understood? So people used to eagerly wait for the newspaper to bring that result and get it. The next day only the real picture they used to get it. Now no, that is immediately the moment the what is that CBSE or ICSE declare the result, you are coming to know it with all the different categories. So this communication system helps us to be an advanced person. To live in the present day, it helps us to get everything. So primitive type of man become an advanced person with the help of the modern day communication system. Next, it assists developing countries to develop communication. It upholds the freedom of the press and independence of the media. That is, to a certain extent, is controlled. That much freedom is not given because the whole thing is regulated by political parties or government, and all that freedom is not exactly there. But still, to a certain extent, they are having the freedom to express the opinion. Got it? Now, the preservation of cultural heritage. What is meant by this cultural heritage?
Like important structures of our history.
That means we have inherited something from our past. That inherited thing we preserve and give to posterity, means our future. We are just allowed to use it. For example, the present day forest. The forest we are allowed to use only. We are not allowed to destroy. Understood? Otherwise, our future generation may not be able to see. They have to be shown that a picture of the forest, a forest. Or many of the animals are extinct. So what do you have to do? Leopards, lions, or what is it? Cheetah. Cheetah is an extinct species now. 1952, it is declared as extinct.
In India. In India.
Asia.
Asia.
Asia. Africa it is there. But Asian continent, 1952 it is declared as an extinct species. So now when we have to show it to the future generation, future know that present generation, new people, that is for me also, I haven't seen a cheetah live. So for that we have to see the picture. Live, can you see in the zoo? Yes. But
exactly,
I wanted to tell that if you want to see this creature, see, many of the creatures are now available in zoo. That lion, okay, in our nearby forest, it is not there. So we can see at least in that zoo, okay. But cheetah, it is not available. So that is why we have to see it through pictures. We have to explain to the children that this is how it is. So there is very less difference between cheetah and leopard. What a huge difference. You tell me the difference. See, cheetah and leopard, if they are made to run, the cheetah will run at a speed of 110 kilometers per hour. Leopard will climb on the tree. So, cheetah cannot climb. So, leopard will climb on it. And there is a kind of, that is that mark. That is one, that a tear drop, like it is coming up to that mouth part. On this day. So that one we will not look at whether it is a cheetah or the same by the time they will come to the child. So that is what these all things. So this kind of differences for the for the generation, if we want to, we have to preserve the things of the present. So that way, whatever our older generation preserved, we are able to use. This kind of inherited things are called.
Then why don't we preserve?
Why don't we preserve things? We also did not get it. I'll tell you. One of the reasons was that during the British time, they used to keep hunting as a game, sports. So that way, these all things exist. Not only that one, kings also took it as a very important sports item in order to show the courage. So because of that, many things were that disappeared from the face of the earth. Now we are worried about how can we bring it back. Okay, that is all the things. Now, it encourages modernization without the loads of cultural identity and diversity. Modern day, we need modernized technology, but without losing our past. That is what modernity without losing the past. And UNESCO provides technical advice and assistance, equipments and funds for the preservation of monuments and other works of art. It has prepared a World Heritage list to identify the monuments and sites which are to be protected. Many of the things are protected because it is included in the World Heritage list. Can you tell in Mumbai which is one? Gateway of India is that one. CST railway station. So like that, for preserving such kind of sites, it is. Then the government have made a survey, and according to that survey, that it was given to that schools and other main education institutions to study about in the locality is there any heritage site is that, and what need to be preserved. So like that, a collection of data, because after many years, many of the things got damaged. In this thing, in Belapur, one fort was there. It was in 1654 something, that fort was there, Belapur fort, Khila. That is what. So that place is completely damaged. But it was used during that Maratha time, as well as that the Portuguese and all who used to come to India like that. Completely damaged. So there should be some renovation is required. Study about their importance and then to bring back. Just a renovation cannot be done because it will belong to that much period, almost 500 years. So completely with people that ignored it. So there should be some kind of activities from the government side to preserve it, bring back to that old glory. So that this type of sites can be known to the people. A visit to such kind of place, children should be made to understand what it is, why it was used. See, many of the forts were used as a protection purpose or protective barrier for the invaders. So they used to have some underground route to escape. So people should study clearly about that. What was the escape route and where they can reach. Now people are studying only about the outward this thing, how flyovers can be built, how that suburban railways can be built, or how the metros can be built. But there should be a kind of going back to the culture and reinterpret it and make it to restore. Okay. Now next one is the item universal child. Sorry, it aims to protect the world inheritance of books, works of art, and rare manuscript. Do you know what is manuscript? Handwriting. Okay. Earlier times, all the records were manuscripts only. And people used to write on palm leaves. So that records, the ancient documents were preserved in that way. Now there is a that means effort. There is an effort to convert it into that print form, but that one to be preserved to show to that future. Many old documents are still in that. So after converting also, it has to be shown to that future generation. This was the way they preserve the document. So there should be a revival of this all things. It gives encouragement to artistic creations in literature and fine arts. What is that? Artistic creation. You might have heard about the ancient novels and all of Kalidasa, Abhinjana Shakuntalam and all. Or okay, modern day English literature is about Shakespeare and all. So Shakespeare's works, if you are reading, that English is completely different from the same. Die. And so that words are very difficult, complicated. So, but when you are learning about this one, with the help of pictures or dramatic this presentation, you will understand more about that. What was the concept he used? You have learned about that Shylock, that one, and person of it. Okay. But many of the things you will not understand just by reading it. Because the idea included in that is very complex. So that is why there should be an attempt to revive this in artistic form. That you can understand very easily, not you and me can understand very easily. It gives encouragement, it pays attention towards the cultural development through the medium of films. You know, that is when I taught you about the first war of Indian independence. We have, not first war of Indian independence, something also that taking seriously. You have heard about the Rajguru, Sukhdev, and all that. So, which Bhagat Singh. Bhagat Singh the parallel film movie. So, what is that? When you are watching that movie, you will get to know about what was his attitude towards, isn't it? Why he want to kill that unpopular British woman? His feeling, that is in a natural way we will get to think. We think that, okay, why he threw that bomb in the legislative assembly? But his feeling was a love towards the country. Why that person was, General Dyer was responsible for killing that thousands of people in that Jallianwala Bagh. So this kind of feelings we can, or that incidents and happenings of that period can be better understood through films. Okay. Next is that it sends cultural missions to different countries so that there would be development of contacts which may promote peace and prosperity. So there are countries which are not having economic prosperity. So cultural exchanges will help them to bring prosperity. At the same time, if that country is faced with so much disturbance, turbulent conditions, means peace can be maintained through the exchange of missions. In the past, it provides travel grants to writers and artists under a project name, the mutual appreciation of Eastern and Western cultural values. Under this scheme, India's talented exponents of classical music and dance travel to Europe and America. That is a kind of travel grants for the writers and artists. So these all are the important works of that UNESCO. So in UNESCO, educational is the scientific is the cultural plus communication. Okay. Now it's time for music. Yes, 5 minutes rest. 5 minutes for reading. UNESCO का भी read किया. So afterwards. Read करो. Area of association with the United number. Okay. From parts are related. Alien principle. Neutral. Neutral. Takes from more sides. You? Hitler. Yes. Yes, one time you will be ready for. You need to automate that. Victory. अरे बस कर रहे हो only objective multiple choice. Multiple choice I will not give that See, sometimes you know that your objective one of two is happening.
Girls to boys to sell, girls to sell there.
Hey, you.
Hey, you go. Very good.
True, right?
I think girls versus boys.
Your rate के बारे में.
Like you smart, you say boys.
कौन डर गया?
तुम लोग. Pero तो वापस गुजरात को जोड़ना है और कैरेक्टर डेवलपमेंट कर रहे हैं. Boys. Now write the yes. It's a meaning. That it is the boys. Yes, ma'am.
And that you must study about the headquarters also.
Yes.
See, that you should have an understanding. So that is textbook mein hai na. So you just write.
Yes.
Boys are there. Whatever we have done, the specialized agency, the UNO.
United Nations Children's Emergency Fund. United Nations Education and Cultural Organization. United Nations Scientific Cultural Organization. November 4th, 1946. 48. 46. United Nations. The guy 46 of 4 now. वो बोला 1948 में ये बोला
Functions, 2 points. Okay.
1946 great नहीं great होना सब 1946 April 7, 1948 to 1946 November 7, 1946 को 7 में बस थे। बहुत सारे Well, this book.
ये देखिए पढ़ ये ऑर्डर नंबर प्राइस 1965
और फंक्शन में है
अरे ये फंक्शन में ही आते हैं बस हो गया तो 1989
89 में इंदिरा गांधी
but that will come under function अरे मैं अभी बहुत टाइम पर्टिकुलर अगर आप मतलब ये 25 minutes
फर्स्ट टू लेक्चर में कंप्लीट हो जाएगा बाद में तो कंप्लीट नहीं होगा हां सेकंड और थर्ड वाला से कंप्लीट नहीं होगा साथ में
जैसे पूजा है
और
प्राइस को टाइम साथ में 19 बढ़ेगा तो प्रॉफिट बढ़ेगा तो शेयर भी बढ़ेगा कम बढ़ेगा
profit in the now, so we have completed first one of Indian independence, first World War, second rise of dictators. What is first one of Indian independence. First one. You will not cut you. You will sorry.
Well, yes. Attentiveness.
अरे नहीं. Yes, I was sleepy. अभी नहीं होना ना इसलिए.
पूरा पढ़ा हुआ है. वो नहीं समझा था.
थर्टी को शुरू करेगा Don't waste Let's say go first. किसने बनाया था इलाज You're having
नहीं कंप्लीट बोल अच्छा ए भाई अरे सम्मत बोल से फंक्शन बोलिए पेज नंबर 2 पेज नंबर 15 55
50 60
जीरो की वैल्यू नहीं होती
हाउ पॉइंट
पहले रहेगा वो मत पढ़ तू इसका कॉन्सेप्ट पढ़ आपने ऐसा कुछ हम टीम है हम टीम है टीम की तरह बोल रहे हैं तू फंक्शन सब आधे आधे काम का बड़ा
yes, Korean is no.
अरे बोल एक घंटे बोले तुझे फंक्शन बोला फंक्शन का साइंटिफिक कितने It provides water facility, it doesn't go and that the next safe services in use of efficiency. Safe facilities and proper वो तुम लोग एक बैठ November 6, 4th November 1946.
ये वाला
इसका से April 7, 1948 I'm done, you can ask.
अरे नो
नहीं चलो इसका नहीं बात
किधर है ये किधर इसका क्या है इसका WH का किधर
इसके दिमाग से थोड़ा सा काम कर नहीं दूसरे के नाते मेरे को टीम में सबसे ज्यादा पॉइंट्स चाहिए मेरे पास
Education
अपन कुछ आपको ये लगी तूने ये वाला किया लास्ट क्लास में फंक्शन चाहिए है ना तुमने याद किया अरे close your book you don't worry about that
मुझे बुक आके रखते पता है इसे बुक बंद कर देंगे ऊपर
boys first question is to you अरे हाँ हम लोग को प्लीज अबे नहीं
हम लेडीज
listen what's the full form of UNICEF and what is the present name
United Nations International Children's Emergency Funds और क्या बोला था
अभी रिसेंट नाम किया है
United Nations Children's Fund
now girls Full form, how full form also will be as how numbers are in the governing council of UNICEF. 36. Wow. Yeah. Now, where is the headquarters of UNICEF located?
New York. Easy.
Easy.
Trying to express.
Say, that part is little bit deleted, but I am just trying, just trying to this thing, to know. That is, you can even imagine also. So I am giving as a choice for that. To finance the project for UNICEF. That means the finance from where it is paid. One, voluntary contribution by government, donation by private agencies, sale of greeting cards, all of the above. What is the one more to extra?
Hey,
Here you gave the tax, you got it, no? So next, what is the main focus of UNICEF? I'll give you that choice. Healthcare, education, children's welfare and communication.
इसने बोला नहीं
children's welfare and communication.
अबे तो मैं मुझे क्या करूं
अबे इनका आपस में डिस्कशन अरे see what is that?
children's welfare
Children's welfare.
and education.
हाँ बस क्योंकि सर का मतलब भी है.
Children's welfare and education.
Okay. When is the World Health Day celebrated? 7th April.
Excitement.
Okay. Get more excitement at the same time you are learning the lesson.
Math function.
Culture to be.
Where is the headquarters of World Health Organization?
Geneva, Switzerland.
Headquarters. Next one.
Geneva.
I'm headquarters. Okay. For girls. Where is the headquarters of Next question, what's the over? Yes. Where was the conference held for the establishment of an educational, scientific and
London, obviously, 1945. November. Ask him check.
Okay. Giving options also for this. Okay. Which of the following is not a function of UNESCO? Not a scientific activities, communication, preservation of cultural heritage, research or research. The voice the sector of UNESCO's activities in the field of largest sector of UNESCO's activity
Largest sector of physical activities
in the field of
education.
your mark is going. Just helping you.
हम आगे बढ़ेंगे
In a remote village, in one, the infertility rate is 1 in every 10 live births. Which agency of the union should help this village? उधर का infant mortality rate is very high, Rwanda में. So, which agency can help? UNESCO. Okay, every fine. Listen carefully, then only try to understand. Which of the following is not a World Heritage Site? Okay. Which is not. The options are the Taj Mahal, Ajanta Caves, Delhi Public Library, Agra Fort.
Delhi Public Library.
Scholar room.
Yes. You want Agra Fort है.
Okay. ये क्वेश्चन होने के बाद फंक्शंस that is the objective and questions are given. This school is organizing a handicraft fair. You have gone to a village to seek craftsmen to participate in the fair. Listen carefully. You realize that the village is facing a total lack of potable drinking water. Besides local government, who else could help you? That is providing potable drinking water. I'm giving you that options: WHO, UNESCO, UNICEF, your school. Yeah. Potable water. Your school. अरे नहीं अभी यार लास्ट ऑप्शन क्या है? नहीं सही लास्ट ऑप्शन लेकिन आंसर करके दिमाग हां पान का कौन correct बोला वापी अरे okay. Now start that functions. So the right. Sorry. There are two functions. Any two functions of units.
It assists the government in development and extending of the caring of the healthcare of nutrition. child then.
It emphasizes the education. It emphasizes the education of women and girls. अरे तो यूनेस्को का पूछा
it makes malaria, TB, side diseases, and UNICEF was awarded Nobel Prize for Peace in 1990. So how that comes in the achievement. Okay.
अभी तुम
हमने इनका आंसर आपका क्वेश्चन भी मैं पूछ रहे हैं तो आंसर नहीं बोलेगा World Health Organization functions. Very good. Yes. UNESCO. You did not understand anything.
He said that only now that
UNESCO, I am asking. Now you have to tell. Now these people can't help him. They go
on which point?
You have to tell about the education field one. Then then cultural or communication. So if you are telling that is 1 point each from all 3 marks.
Okay.
This is it is having all the
it emphasizes the education of women and girls. This is one point of education. And second point, organization of exhibitions on international national level. Exhibition from both sides.
From education.
So 2.1
1 point from education, 1 point from scientific, 1 point from communication, 1 point from scientific goals.
Programs of other maths, physics, geology and oceanography.
It provides equipment for communication. Specific point.
Very simple point. 4 points are there.
I remember very cultural guys like
Cultural communication.
It's just
talking to each other.
Talking to each other, yes, communicating.
Okay, then
Yeah, culture is preservation of manuscripts and cultural and cultural sites that are in the list of World Heritage.
You continue that about communication. Can tell about communication, what is the role of UNESCO, and हमको 1 पॉइंट देना चलेगा नहीं this thing was very nice. वही ना
सूखने के बाद ऐसा करेगा ना वो बाहर खाने के मैम अपनी बात
अच्छा ये मुझे बताने का है वॉशरूम में प्लीज क्लीन रखो हाँ ठीक है ऑलवेज क्योंकि आपका होने के बाद दूसरा कोई भी जाएगा इसके लिए मैं बोला जाएगा नहीं जाते तो नहीं हम बाहर जा सकते हैं हम यहाँ पे हाँ मेरे लिए
क्या सारे
आपको
अरे लेना उनका नहीं क्या उनका भी आपसे थोड़ा कर देगा क्या प्योर अंडा को चाहिए सच में मुझे लगता है कि एकदम मटन का
यहाँ पे आपको कौन वेस्ट कर रहा है?
अरे चिकन का